The darkness cannot know the light. The darkness is blind, deaf, and dumb. If you guys have watched enough of my videos, in a couple of them, I've mentioned this idea of the darkness not being able to know the light. What does that mean? What does that look like in a spiritual practice? What does that look like when you're out and about in the world? Because it's like very esoteric, mystical kind of sounding. The darkness cannot know the light. Well, there's like practical ways of looking at it, and there's also advanced, profound spiritual understanding in this and how it manifests in your reality and what it looks like, what you step into. Okay? This is kind of like something that you might not find somewhere else being explained this way. Might be alluded to. It's not going to be a deep dive like I'm going to do, because these are understandings that I've come to, and it's like a combination, a mix of everything that I've ever learned. So this darkness, the darkness is ignorance. The darkness is Maya, illusion, the devil, fear. It's all different words for the same thing. Okay? And like the light is the good. The light is the balance, the peace, the love. It's more peace than it is love. But it is, it's also more love than it is peace. It's like, it's love in the physical. It's love while you're embodied. You know, that's the opposite of the fear, that duality. You know what it's like to love. You know what it's like. You know that you feel love for your mom or your dad, your significant other, a sibling, a friend, whatever, okay? But this is like a love that knows no boundaries, what they call unconditional love. And so what happens when you have advanced far enough on the spiritual path, when you have become this light, like Jesus says, when you are this light of the world, then there's no more darkness. It doesn't fuck with you. It doesn't tempt you. It doesn't traumatize you. It does not take you away from yourself. You have to understand energetically what's going on here, guys. Okay? So you're here in your body. You're in your body all the time, right? Okay. If you purify yourself, this is what like repentance and purification and non-sinning and alignment means. Okay? There's no darkness in you anymore. You see. This is the true sight with clarity, with understanding, a holistic understanding. You just know. That's the intuition. They're all the same words for an aspect of yourself, your truest self, the soul, the spirit, that is light itself, that has been covered up with this ignorance, this conditioning, this fear, this physical, all this stuff, right? Well, you're in your body always, right? Your spirit's in your body, it's housed, but at the same time, you're infinite, this light. You're projecting this light in this place. When I'm looking, when I'm out in the world, interacting with people, I'm shopping, I'm driving, I'm whatever, okay? Because I know I'm the light. Because there's no darkness in me, it cannot come in. There's this, like I say, impenetrable fortress, like force field of love can't come in. I'm so rooted in myself, centered, anchored in myself, this light. Because I am the light, then I see the darkness in others. I see how it manifests. I'm aware of it. And because I am this light, I cast out this darkness. I can cast it out with where I look, with where I project, with where I am here. The mind is basically a vehicle to project yourself. It's what you're doing. You project yourself into the past, you project yourself in the future, but very rarely do you project yourself here. Well, what happens now is when you're fully present, legit present all the time, then this mind that is so fucking potent, okay, it can come into you in this moment and be projected. You're not distracted You're focused, and then this light flows through you and creates the reality. You're influencing, even if you're unawares, even if you're ignorant, darkness has come and covered you. Even if you're in that place, you're still projecting. You're projecting whatever you're covered by. Layers of it. Maybe you're 60% covered in shit. Maybe you're 10%. Maybe you're 90%, right? Maybe you're fully possessed, right? Maybe you're just like, because like if you guys ever are out in the wild and you see the true possessed person, they don't see. They're just like, kind of lashing out, just like, whatever. There's no light there. Well, most people, there is light, but there's also dark. There's a balance within them of this, and it acts out and comes in. However, it's like the mind, the ego, the fearful part of ourselves gets triggered, and then like this darkness acts out through us. And then it recedes. It's like, oh, I'm okay now. And then you're like, okay, I guess I can be loving or something towards someone, right? And then what your mind is doing is compartmentalizing the things that it thinks it can like and love, and the things that it thinks are bad and, nasty. And then you're putting yourself on that all the time. Well, when you step into this true place of true understanding, of true light, then there's no bounds to this infinite love that you project. That's why, like the masters, you've heard of crazy miracle stories where they appear on the other side, like they're teleporting, they're levitating, it's like the physical has no hold over you. There's no boundaries, man. You're so fucking infinite, man. And this is what it means to realize the God man, the God woman self in you, that you're God. Everyone's God. Shades of God. And like some more covered up and covered in crap than others. That's all it is. The full spectrum of life, right? So I walk through life. I don't even try. I just am projecting this light. It's just coming. It's so abundant. It's just so infinite. It's so like it never runs out. This like supercharged vehicle, it energizes the body, it energizes the thought, it energizes the feeling, it energizes this just compassionate, blissful self that just always wants to express itself. Or maybe not express itself, maybe it just sits in stillness, still looking. So they say that your eyes are the portal to your soul. Well, where you see, where you look is where you go, right? I mean, it's the common sense, right? Where I look, I place my attention. Well, where you place your attention, you're choosing where you place your attention if you're centered in this moment. But if you're in the darkness, in the ignorance, then you're kind of unconscious of where you're placing your attention, right? Someone that has ADHD and they just can't keep themselves, and they're just always all over the place, right? Someone that's mentally ill, someone that, is just your average person that just like, lives life and fears and worries and doubts and concerns and whatever, okay? This place, it's very binary in the way it exists. It's like you have the faith or you don't. You have the faith or you doubt. Okay? So when you are this light, where the shroud of shadow and darkness has been removed, how can you not have faith? Because you understand that is the wisdom, it is the knowing that comes in, that it's all divinely orchestrated. So how can I not be aligned with it? How can I not make any situation my friend and then give my light to it? And then its light comes to me. Like when Jesus tells the disciples to go out and preach, right? He's like, you give your peace or you take your peace back. It's the same thing. You give your peace. It's a silent blessing. It's a being blessing, this light. And the more you're aligned with it, the more it gains this powerful momentum in you. And then it starts transforming and just shifting your entire perception and your entire reality, basically. Do you know how incredible it is that this physical has no hold over you anymore? It does not dictate to you what's going on in here, inside. You're like this wall of impenetrable, just like awesomeness. There's nothing outside that's gonna fuck with you. This is the true protection, the true faith. And it is infinitely powerful way to live. Your average person that's been awakened, your average person that's like on the path, it's like there's the average person that's out there, and then there's the average person that's on the path. They get some of this stuff, but they're not fully embodying it and living it, walking the walk, right? Okay. Those moments that you have doubt, those moments that you worry, those moments that you have temporary fear, that you feel it within you, you're not aligned, and then that little shade of shadow and darkness that covers you is making you weaker, and then the manifestation cannot come as potently and powerfully through you. Your light. When I was, I'll share a story. When I was in my early 30s, this was 2012 into 2013, before I was arrested, I had this manic episode, okay? Well, these manic episodes were also awakenings. I just couldn't balance my energy and I would fly off the handle, and then I'd accelerate into this mania and then eventually become detached and psychotic, right? And it's landed me in the hospital before, right? In the psych ward, and he's been hospitalized, institutionalized, whatever you want to put the word on, right? Well, I'm in San Diego, and one day I take the trolley to Old Town, and you get off at Old Town, and you get on this platform, and I was so high vibrational, spiritual community woo-woo labels. I was so expansive. I didn't even understand it. I understood it, but I didn't get it like I do now, with a certain groundedness and rootedness in myself. I would just go wherever I wanted to go, like energetically. I was just like so flowing, so willing to just give my energy. And I get off the platform, I get off the trolley, and I'm standing on the platform, and I look, and I'm on one side of the platform, and on the other side is a bunch of people standing. And I don't know, maybe a dozen people. And they're all spaced apart a little bit, some together, some not together. I closed my eyes. I don't know why. I just felt called to. I closed my eyes. And my mind, my third eye is open so clearly. And what I see, like, to this day, it's like, and I see this way now. This is the first time that I saw, okay? I look with my mind, and I see everyone as light bodies. Not even an aura, not even colors. It was all black, a black background with literal light beings standing there. Just pure white. It was like I was seeing their soul. It was like the X-ray vision. It was like I saw them, the true sight. And there's a true sight within the physical when you're in this reality, and then there's the true sight where you transcend physical limitations and perceptions. And I look, and I didn't like stay there. I was like, oh, interesting. It didn't even dawn on me then. It didn't dawn on me till later, because I was so busy in this manic energy that I was just going wherever. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I just moved on. I looked, and for like 3 or 5 seconds, I'm looking, I'm noticing. I'm like, whoa, okay, cool. Because when I would go into these manic things, it was not unusual for weird, miraculous stuff to happen around me. It just flows out of me. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess kind of a little mini miracle, I guess, in a way you perceive, but it's not even a miracle. It's just, I saw their isness. I saw their true spark inside. So this light that I talk about, that you are, it really is you. That is your soul. It really is you. It is what animates you. It is what animates you. And then people can't see it, but they can feel it. People, it's like, because they're somewhat, I don't even like using the word ignorant, right? Because it makes it like negative. Because they're just kind of in this darkness, this negative aspect, maybe a little bit of layers, right? A little bit of karma, whatever you want to call it. It's like that limits their perception. They can't see the light, right? But they can see through their feeling intuition, making it known to them on the subconscious. It might not even be conscious. They might just like even look kind of in your direction. They sense your light. It's weird because if I'm like when I was in San Diego, I'd be around a lot of homeless people. I was homeless at times. And like there's way bigger, intense darkness there with some people, and borderline possessed or even fully possessed, fully dark, fully, and it's like the light in them is still in them. It's just fully covered, right? That light, it's like it doesn't know. It doesn't know. It's like their soul recognizes my soul as one with them, the oneness, and it's like, oh, the light's somewhere, and it can't see that you can be in front of someone that's utterly blind and corrupted, and like they really can't see you guys. You can talk to them and they can't hear you. It's like the darkness covers up your senses. Have you guys ever had, like I've said before, in a panic attack, or if it's like your body starts to shut down. Your body betrays you because your energy is being covered up. You're basically betraying yourself. So now when you root yourself in your light, okay, you know that like you're like really, you know that you're this light. Because you know you're the light, you know the darkness is outside of you because it can't get in you. So there's this like personal POV perception of I'm the light, and then I see the dark all around me. Most of the times I don't. Most of the time it is light. Most of the times like, but you see, it's like radar, man. It's like your light recognizes the darkness immediately. It sees it, but the darkness cannot see the light. So so that's why it's like good will always triumph bad. The battle of good and like versus evil, the light versus the dark, the archangels versus the demons, right? Like all these plays and archetypes of ideas and form. That's what that's pointing to. It's like the truth will always come out eventually when it's meant to come out, right? But you don't hide your truth. You don't hide your light because you're so like divinely protected. It's like, you guys think it's insane. I know. Some people, he's fucking lost it, man. He's insane. He believes in mystical, weird, invisible things, and he thinks he can see the light in bodies and people, and he thinks he can, all this stuff, right? He's insane. Yeah. I'm delusional. Yeah, sure. To the untrained person, absolutely. Absolutely, I'm insane. Of course, how could I not be? You're so bought into this physical normality reality. Well, like what? You're way too woo-woo. Way too woo-woo, motherfucker. You are. Okay. You don't know how protected you are. You don't know it. It's like I'll give you an example. Someone that's in a very difficult time, or they're even experiencing a trauma, or even like their physical safety is in trouble, they think that they're gonna pray in that moment, right? And that like you think that God's gonna come and help you because you're praying, and like you're no, it doesn't work that way, because because the self in that moment is so terrified and afraid, it's being covered up by this devil illusion that is filtering your prayer, and it's blocking it. That is the doubt. Because if you were truly aligned, then that external circumstance really wouldn't fuck with you. You would just recognize it for what it is, and you would intuitively just know how to deal with it. Even if it looks scary. You don't lose your common sense. You don't lose your reasoning mind. You're in control of it. And then it's going to bring in the most perfect response in that moment. That's the real prayer. The thought that comes in and is like, hey, do this, that's a prayer. It's like God's like, hey, this suggestion is gonna get you out of this fearful place that you may it's like, I better go. You go. You're following the prayer, then the meditation, then. It's an active prayer. It's an active meditation. You're enacting it. It isn't, oh no, I'm so scared, like I'm gonna drown, or like I'm so scared this guy's gonna try and shoot me. Please, Lord. Our Father who art in heaven, Jesus, you're gonna save me, Jesus. No, Jesus ain't saving you shit. No, don't work that way. Don't work that way. And that's scary. That even this prayer that you think is going to save you, no, holds no salvation for you. What holds salvation is yourself. That is always aligned, that will get you out and will protect you and will align you with your power, with your spark. That says no, and it means no, and that fucks shit up. The light is the fire. The fire is the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is the awakened state, the aligned, purified state. And so Jesus is going to baptize you with fire. John's like, I am baptizing you with water, but this Jesus guy's going to fuck shit up with this light, with this fire, fiery shit. And then you look like you're fucking insane. And they thought he was insane. They thought he was this like woo-woo magician, devil. They didn't even know what label to put on him because he was just so aligned with this light. And so then someone reads the Bible, and they're a pastor, they're a monk, or they're whatever, and they're reading it, and they don't know because they haven't experienced it. I have experienced it. I know. You have to realize it. You have to experience it to come and be able to speak from a place of understanding. How are you going to give advice on this? How are you going to label it? How are you going to explain it if you haven't truly lived it? It's like you can relate. You can relate to something that a story someone tells you, but until you feel the direct realization and experience of it yourself, you don't truly know. So what I would do, I'd get into trouble, or I would buy into like a lie about myself, and then that would cover up my light. My light was always trying to scream out. And then it would pop off, and then mania, and then I get in trouble, and then, the depression. Because Darius, you just can't be yourself. Because look at what yourself gets you into trouble every time. You end up in the hospital wing, right? You end up in the psych ward, you end up in jail. You can't be yourself, man. No, go hide. That's what I did. And the reason I've like emerged now and I can share teachings on it is because now that I'm grounded, now I'm centered. Now I've found that humility. And the more humble I am, the more power flows, the more light flows. The light makes the humility known to you. That you're just so merged with everything. You're insignificant while also infinitely powerful at the same time. It's this so fucking utterly paradoxical that it can't help but fuck with you, fuck with the mind. It can't help it. The mind doesn't know what to do with it. So yeah, miracles and shit. Like everyone's like, he's performed these signs, and that means he's God. It's like, guys, come on, man. You're God too. Even if you're not in this miraculous state, you're still God. Trying to wake up to yourself, trying through everything you're doing. It's so that's why like you have the compassion and the forgiveness for yourself and others, because you recognize like when I mean that I really see where you're at, I see where you're at, man. So that's why people will feel like I'm judging. It's like I see the isness, the suchness, the thatness, the thisness, whatever. I see it in you. So nothing's covered in you with me. And it's scary for some people. It's intimidating. It's like, and then you put Darius up on the pedestal. Darius is like, oh, he's so all-knowing. No, I'm not like that at all. If we were to hang out, I'm telling you guys, we would just be buddies. It's such a graceful, like compassionate state of, we're just friendly, and like I make you feel good and you make me feel good, and it's just fun. And don't think like I'm sitting here analyzing every aspect of you and I'm just like registering it and like keeping a tally. It doesn't work like that, guys. What I'm saying is, like when they would say Jesus like saw the Pharisees and the Sadducees, they're like off in the corner talking about him, and then Jesus would know what they were talking about. Well, how could he know? He didn't hear what they were saying, because he saw their energy, and then he deduced based on the mind. It's like the mind's so binary and logical that you already see the trajectory of what the mind's conclusion is going to be. Intuitively, it's just instantly known to you, but it takes them 5 or 10 seconds to reach that conclusion. The mind is slower than the intuition. So I just see, based on what you say, how you act, a facial expression, a body movement, your energy. I see it all because I'm so merged with myself, and it's like I'm so rooted in myself that like I'm like, while I'm externally focused, I'm also internally focused. And so because I'm aware of my intuition's always making the external known to me. It's not labeling it, it's just a knowing. And then if I need a word, the mind comes in and labels it naturally and says, this is what that is. As close as it can be on the level of a mind, thought, language, so that I can explain it. So someone's like, Darius, you're judging me. Yeah, I can. And then Jesus is like, don't judge or else you'll be judged. Well, I don't give a fuck if you judge me. That's the difference. I don't care, because there's nothing to be judged about me. It's like when they're like, Jesus, should I fast? Or Jesus, like, why aren't you fasting? Or it was something. It was like, he was like, they're like, this, or this. And then he's like, what sin have I committed? Why would I need to fast? Right? It's like, for me, what sin have I committed? Well, Darius, you said some swear words, or you smoked a cigarette. Look at the sin. It's like, you don't get it. The sin is the inaligned state. The sin is like a nasty, corrupted heart. An evil, just like evil corruption. So because you're so embodying this light, that corruption cannot come into you anymore. That's why the heart's number one. The heart is everything. The crown, the third eye, the throat chakra, the root chakra, the sacral, nothing compared to the heart. You guys don't get it. And that's why you see Jesus, and he's always got the heart. Like on the candle or the whatever, the heart. That is your intuition, and that is what flows. That is the light. You'll see it or you don't. You'll see it or you don't. That's okay. What's interesting to me though, and not to like toot my own horn or anything, I have like this small following of people. And I've mentioned that like I have video calls and like help available. And like a handful of people have taken me up on that offer. You guys don't get, like, I can accelerate your growth. I can give you the shortcut. You guys, like, eventually, maybe I stop even doing videos and people just are hanging out with me. You know, like how the yogis would have their ashram and then they would just all, like, it'd be like that. But then it's like, you're also only one man or one person. And you're limited on the physical plane where you can be, what you can do at any given time. It's like you're infinite, but you're also limited. It's like it fucks with you. You can't help but fuck with you. And you're so arrogant and you're so condescending and you're so this or that. It's like, dude, it's just confidence. It's like, you know. And it's an aligned confidence. It's not an insecure confidence where you're deriving your confidence from like a physical or mental aspect of yourself. It's a confidence that flows out of your soul and spirit itself. That is so fucking infinite. It's like, it can't help but smash boundaries, man. Where I walk, like I'm just pushing out this energy, and then it's just pushing on people's substrata, subconscious boundaries, layers. It's burning through it all. It's like I'm a flame. I'm on fire, walking, and like I'm like igniting everything. And you have that too. And then now what happens is as everyone else starts waking up and they ignite themselves in this Holy Spirit light, awakened self, aligned self, that it starts lighting the world on fire and accelerating the earth awakening. It's coming. The prophecy is real. Whether we do it in this life or not, that's what's up for debate. That's what's up to God. That's what's out of our control. And that's where Jesus was misunderstanding. He thought it was going to come in his life. Everything, his entire mental lens, his entire conditioned self was apocalyptic, like setting up the coming of God. It wasn't time. It wasn't time. How could it be? It played out how it played out. And there's also an illusory aspect of it where you're always pushing it out, and the future holds some promise. The future holds this aligned, like enlightened state for humanity, and we, no more war, no more famine, no more trouble, right? No, there's always going to be some layers of that because you're in the physical. But we won't be so far out of balance, and we will heal the earth. Maybe it wipes out a bunch of us first before it heals itself. Whatever needs to happen is going to happen. Maybe climate change accelerates to the point that we just have so many like physical catastrophes, earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, fires, whatever, that it's just like lots of loss of human life. Maybe not. Maybe we wake up and then like we come to our senses and we start living in balance and we start living in moderation and we embody that light. And we're no longer so scarcity, greedy, like I need to hoard materials and I need to dominate others and I need to, like the true sharing, compassionate self comes out and realizes that if you help another, you're helping yourself. And as illusory and like paradoxical as that sounds, yes, that is exactly what's going on. You take care of someone else, you take care of the earth, it takes care of you in one shape or form. So you can have it in this life. You can reach this realization for yourself. You can. You can. It's not like, don't put me or Jesus or Buddha or Muhammad or any enlightened one, right? Bullshit labels, like I say. Any awakened one, any realized one, whatever, Yogananda, Eckhart Tolle, Babaji, like any Krishnamurti, anyone on a pedestal. Don't put anyone but yourself. And you don't even put yourself on the pedestal. Everything is equal to you. Equal. Equality. Equal. I am equal to you. I am made of the same stuff as you. It's just, I'm on a slightly different trajectory. I'm on a slightly different place on my journey. That's it. Doesn't mean that you can't catch up. It's like you can't help but catch up. You can't help it. It's coming. It's coming for you, man. I keep saying this and I kind of make it sound like, ooh, it's coming for you. It's coming like, like the devil or like death, it's coming for you around every corner. No. It's not like that. It's like, you really can't escape it. You really can't. It does not matter what you do in this physical world. Your enlightenment is eventually going to be here. But there is a power in consciously choosing the path because it's so much more fun and blissful that way. It's like, that's the true living, the true living, the most amazing life for yourself. Don't you want that? And yet, you may refuse to do the work. You may refuse to sit down and do the contemplation and the introspection and the meditation and the prayer. You may refuse to do that. And that's like I get it. I understood that I had to do those things. I just couldn't get myself to sit down and do it. I get it. At some point, you got to draw the line in the sand. You got to put your foot down, right? At some point, you make the decision and you follow through on it with discipline and courage, willfulness. That's the choice that you have. That's the power that you have. As illusory as the choice may be, because we also have the destiny and the fate. You align yourself with God's will, like I say in many of my videos. So that's where the protection comes from. Not my will, your will. But because I'm so aligned with you, I instantly recognize what your will is, God, in any moment. And then the light flows through me and it acts out. I'm just the vessel. I'm just the conduit. I'm just the beacon. I'm just the example of light. That's it. And that's what you can be. That's what you should be. If we were going to say anything, when I say there's no such thing as should or shouldn't, good or bad, right or wrong, if you're even going to say should, at least should do that.